Houston, Texas, container prices. That's what you found me for. This is William with Patriot Containers. I've been making a lot of these videos, so it starts to make my brain a little fuzzy when I just keep banging out container price videos from all the shipping lines inventory across the United States. This is the third location that I went to when I started Patriot Containers. I started in Long Beach, then went to Oakland, then went to Houston, then went to Dallas, and then I went to other areas across the United States. When I get into these prices, there's bad containers and there's good containers. The way I look at that is there's containers you're going to complain about, and there's containers you're going to be happy with. I've been in business for 11 years and I don't have a single complaint from an actual buyer. I've achieved that by telling the truth and not sugarcoating this and telling people, don't buy this, you will complain. Buy this, it's better. Buy this, it's new and the best. There's a wrong container for you and there's a right container for you. If you're new to my channel and you found this video, subscribe. I sell stupid cargo containers. I'm so sorry. I'm not putting out YouTube content. But my YouTube channel is the most beneficial, helpful, educational information you're ever going to get in the cargo container industry. There's 90% of container companies that are scamming you guys, and it started happening about after COVID. There's always been bad companies. What bad companies do is take 1 to 3 months or 4 months to deliver your container, and then they show up with a crappy container. Those companies have always been around. I used to work for companies like that, and I started my business to tell people the truth, to deliver on the right day, and to show up with the right product that you ordered. What happened after COVID, though, is now you guys got companies that are all saying the same thing. We're nationwide, we're the most reviewed, we have lifetime warranties, and we have 30, 60, 90-day full money back guarantees if you're not happy with your container. Those companies have been around for a little p amount of time, and I call them Pinocchio rookie companies. Here's why. They're Pinocchios because they're lying about everything you need to hear so you make an emotional purchase. They're rookies because after your order, everything they do turns to shit, and they're not accountable, and their warranty, they will deliver you a rusty, crappy container with holes in it. And when you want their warranty, they're going to send you a fiberglass patch kit that will fail. That's their warranty. I'm so sorry to hear it. So number one, they screwed up by selling you a bad container. Number two, they slapped you in the face again with a fiberglass patch kit that's going to fail. And it's not industry standards. Their full money back guarantees, number one, they're not going to pick up their container. There's a couple companies that say this. One company will not pick up the container. It's up to you to bring it back, but they're going to make it impossible for you to bring it back. And if you do find your own truck to bring it back, it ain't going back into the depot unless you have a secret number that us container companies have to get from the shipping lines. And that company is not going to provide that for you. The other companies that will come back and pick up your container, they will keep 75% of your money. A better way to understand that is that, let's say you paid $4,000 for your container to be delivered to your property, and they have to come pick it up. They're going to give you $1,000 back, and they're going to keep $3,000, and you're not going to have a container anymore. And they're not going to resell you one. You're not going to want to buy another one from them. You're going to regret ever calling these companies. So in my YouTube channel, I expose this whole industry, and I'm the only one doing it. I'm the only one giving you guys pricing like this. So you find my YouTube channel, and if you want to call me, you can. You don't have to call me. This is free help. And I assume if you're wanting to buy a 5,000 or 8,000 pound container, you might want to know some information that other companies are not telling you. The companies that I expose, they don't want you to see my YouTube channel. They can't say Patriot Containers. They can't. There's a big possibility that the bad companies that I'm exposing won't do this type of video because their video will pop up and my video will be above it or right below it, and they don't want you seeing my videos because I expose their criminal activities of how they get away with ripping you guys off. So what Patriot Containers does, tell you the truth. I talk you out of a bad container, talk you into a good one, or you don't have to buy one from me at all. I show up on the right day, and I've not lied about anything. And my customers call me back to reorder containers, and I get free referrals. There's a difference of making a sale and making a customer. Patriot Containers makes customers, and I treat everybody all equally. If you're an asshole to me, I'm going to be an asshole back. If you're nice to me, I'm going to be very nice to you. If you want help, I got help. If you don't want help, I can't help you. So anyways, Houston, Texas. I've been selling containers out of this location for, probably like 10 years. So Houston, Texas, I actually have a driver. If you're ordering a 20-foot container by itself, that's it. You don't want 2, you don't want a 40, you just want 120. I have a driver that 9 times out of 10, if I call him, he'll go, "Oh, William, yeah, I can deliver it tomorrow." I can deliver you a 5,000-pound container 9 times out of 10 in less than 24 hours, faster than Amazon. I know it sounds crazy. It's not always the truth, but every time I call him, I go, "Hey man, I got a 20-footer going from Houston to this location. What can I can do it tomorrow?" I'm like, God dang. Sometimes it's too fast. I need to get a release number. I need to still do inner workings of your order to make everything happen. So anyways, I can deliver fast if you're ordering 120. All right, guys, here's pricing. Number 1, wind and watertight sucks. Number 2, cargo worthy is a good used container if you're on a budget and you want to eliminate a bad container. Buy cargo worthy. IICL is better than cargo worthy, and IICL is the best used. A new one tripper is the best container money will buy you, and they're beautiful. All right, guys. So if you want cargo worthy, I would I would sell you a cargo worthy 20-footer for $14.50. You must call me to figure out how many miles I gotta have my driver drive to drop off your container. And I need to figure out that and quote it accurately right away. So anyways, if you need to call me, it's 888-611-5698. I don't sell shitty containers to my customers. I want to show you the price difference between a good one and a shitty one. And when I'm talking about shitty, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna like it. So I just quoted you $14.50 for a 20-footer that's in good used condition, okay? It's cosmetically not an eyesore, and it can't leak because it's an upper class container that cannot have a hole, or it would not be cargo worthy. But I want to show you how cheap junk is. So when you call these Pinocchio rookie companies, they can sell you a rusty piece of shit with holes and damage for $1,050. So it's $400 less in this particular location. Some locations, it's like $200 less. So you got to ask yourself, you're buying a 5,000 or 8,000 pound container. Do you really want to save $200 to buy a rusty old container that has damaged doors, holes in it? Or do you want to spend $200 more and buy a good one that's good to go? It's not an eyesore. It looks like a container still, and it'll function fine for the rest of your life. So anyways, cargo worthy $14.50. I don't see any IICL 20 footers, okay? So if you want a new one, your pickup price before delivery would be $27.50. Okay? I'm still glancing for IICL, but I don't see it. Okay, cargo worthy 40-footer standard height. These are 8.5 feet tall. The interior height is 7'10". Cargo worthy 40-foot standard. Pickup price $19.50 plus delivery. You got to call me 888-611-5698. Still looking for IICLs, but I don't see them. It's kind of a good thing sometimes, because if you have cargo worthy and that maybe the specific depot is not inspecting up to IICL, that means you can buy a cargo worthy and sometimes get an IICL without buying and spending more money. Okay, 40-foot high cube. These are 9.5 feet tall, used cargo worthy containers. I would sell that for $2,000 plus delivery. You got to call me. Now, I do see an IICL 40-foot high cube. The price difference is $400 more. So you're looking at $2,400 for a 40-foot high cube IICL container. That's the highest rating that a used container can get. Wind and watertight's bad. Cargo worthy's better. IICL is better, and the new One Trip is the best. Okay. So 40-foot high cube IICL, $2,400. New One Trip 40-footers, $4,100, and that's the nicest container money will buy you. I know it sounds like a huge price difference. I wish everybody bought new containers. I really do. I wish, selling used containers. The problem with selling used containers for me, because I'm honest about everything that I sell, if you sell with the truth, you're going to be a higher price just a little bit. If a company comes along and says, oh, our wind and watertights are inspected, we cherry pick our wind and watertights, we are the only ones that have good wind and watertight containers. That's all bullshit. They don't inspect their containers. There's a possibility that they're going to purchase damage their as is. They're just saying wind and watertight because they don't want to give you a bunch of information of what the truth really is. So they're going to quote you a cheap price and then sell it with lies. That's what sucks about selling used containers. Everybody wants a cheap price and they want it to be wind and watertight. Well, you're asking for a major, major problem with that type of approach. I understand you don't know much about containers sometimes. And then again, there's some people that know. I talk to some people and I'm like, God dang, you know a lot. He goes, well, this is not my first rodeo. Anyways, guys, that's it. Houston, Texas pricing. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.